insane reactions of teen killers getting life sentences. Have you ever wondered why there are killers in the first place? Knowing that there are killers who are teens is something quite unbelievable. In this video, we have gathered a few stories that will show you how inhuman a person can be irrespective of their age. Shondell Jackson. Born in 1991, Shondell Jackson was going through his life normally when on July 6, 2009, his entire world came crashing down on him. He was walking through his university campus along with his other friend. Nathan, who was a senior at that university, was creative and was loved by all of his friends and families. One day, when he was walking to his apartment, which was less than a mile from their campus, that's when he came across Shondell Jackson and his friend Derek. Both of them confronted Nathan and held Nathan at gunpoint and demanded all the money which he had. Nathan expressed that he did not have any money with him, and on hearing that, Shondell pulled the trigger of his gun. Both of them watched as Nathan's lifeless body stood there. Shondell was soon arrested and taken to trial. All the time, he showed no remorse or any sympathy for the victim's family. He was occasionally seen smirking at them. Nathan's mother, Denise, addressed the matter in court and said that Shondell was evil and was swearing and smiling at them from time to time. Nathan's father pleaded with the judge to not let Shondell be a free man and commit such an indecent again, to which the judge eventually agreed. Shondell was guilty of first-degree murder and robbery. His sentencings occurred when he was just 19 years old. It was during the statement of Nathan's mother when Shondell glared at the victim's family when a female officer forced him to look at the judge, but he tried to fight back with the officer. Seeing that the female officer was having difficulty, a male officer had to assist her. When they were trying to keep Shondell down, someone screamed no at the top of her voice, and that's when Shondell acted. He stands up and starts fighting off the two officers, and a lawyer who was right behind him had to come to help them. He fights so hard that the table is flung away. Finally, with the help of a few other officers and a pepper spray, Shondell was held to the ground. Soon, he was taken out of the courtroom while an officer had to hold him by the back of his to keep him under control. Dante Wright. The cause of this incident is no different than the first incident. Jordan was a bright student and a love football player. His killer was a 17-year-old teenager named Dante Wright, who along with 3 other people tried to rob Jordan, keeping him at gunpoint. But eventually, this cost Jordan his life. The entire community was demanding answers, which were answered by Dante himself. He admitted his crime and answered the lawyer's questions calmly and directly. However, Dante didn't seem to be much affected by it. He didn't seem sorry even though he knew he would be spending much of his life in prison. The judge saw he was smiling all along when he was given a life sentence. He was not apologetic, nor he did show any remorse. When he got a chance to express his statements, all he said was "Rip Jordan." The judge addressed that he was smiling and shaking his head all the time, which made things go worse for him. He was held guilty of homicide and second-degree murder. Fernecha Torres. The issue is all about Fernecha Torres, who was just 17, and 2 other teenagers who worked together to murder a 21-year-old man, William. And when you hear how they committed the murder, it will give you the chills. Fernecha had promised William to have intercourse with him, and all 3 of them knew that William had a crush on Fernecha, and they took advantage of it. They told him that she would sleep with him if he gave them $300,000 and if he came to an isolated wooded area. When he came to the agreed area, one of them held a gun to him, and the other started hitting him in the head. William got shot and all 3 of them fled, taking all the valuables that he had. Fernecha was calm until she heard her sentence being read out loud. She was shocked and confused. One of the other teens seemed to be confused as well when Fernecha was accused of armed murder because technically she did not harm William physically in any way. While the other teens remained completely emotionless, the judge identified the entire case soon, and all 3 were going to spend quite some time in jail.